Last year saw advancements in many different technological fields, with innovations seeming to happen at an almost daily rate. Here at N2K, we spent plenty of time picking over all the information about the most exciting tech, like virtual reality. To VR advancements in gaming, to developments for film and music, the technology was even being used to expand our view of the world and the people we share it with. With the impending release dates for new VR headsets like Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive, it's a trend that will continue all the way into 2016, according to tech expert David McClelland.
Major tech firms have been investing heavily in VR, seeing it as the next big platform, and understandably they're keen to get it right and not repeat the mistakes of previous major tech ventures. 3D television, I'm looking at you. Microsoft will eventually be joining the party too, fashionably late it hopes, with its slightly different take on virtual and augmented reality, the Microsoft HoloLens. Expect a steady growth in mobile VR using smartphones like Google Cardboard, for example.
But what will be the other major tech trends this year? The first is going to touch our lives in a unique way by using biometric technology. Biometric data is the individual characteristics that can be used to identify us, like fingerprints or scans of our retinas. When used in conjunction with technology, it becomes a powerful tool, something we'll be seeing much more of in 2016. Tech companies like Intel are already working with fashion designers to create clothes with inbuilt sensors that adapt to your temperature, stress, and adrenaline levels. It should mean that whatever mood you're in, your clothes will always be comfortable. But biometric tech has already made its way into our daily lives. Almost all high to mid-range mobile devices now come with fingerprint sensors as standard. This not only means that you no longer need to remember a PIN to unlock your smartphone, but it means that nobody else can get into your device without your permission.
Passwords will stop working in 2016. Because if all of the high-profile data breaches and hacks of 2015 taught us anything, it's that usernames and passwords no longer work in a world where we all have to remember an increasing number of logins to access our digital lives. And why should we have to remember them when better, faster, more secure means of authentications are right here at the tips of our fingers? Fingerprint scanners in smartphones and tablets have come on leaps and bounds over the last couple of years, driven in part by improved security and by mobile payments. They're found in an increasing number of devices, both Google Android as well as Apple iOS with Touch ID, but also in Windows with Windows Hello that can look at your face and your iris to securely identify you too.
Windows Hello uses your laptop's webcam to scan your face to unlock your computer. It's safe and secure and smart enough to know the difference between a real person and a picture. Biometrics are just big business now, especially in terms of giving people less passwords to remember and letting them pay for stuff faster. Which leads on nicely to our next trend for 2016, mobile payments. This has taken off in a big way with the use of near-field communication or NFC technology in mobile phones that allows users to pay for goods just by tapping their phone to a reader. Apple were the first to take advantage of this with the implementation of their Apple Pay service back in 2014. With a tap of their iPhone, users are now able to pay for almost anything. Apple Pay has the advantage not only of being first, but being supported by major banks and countless shops and retailers. Back in 2015, other mobile phone companies finally got in on the act. Samsung launched their own Samsung Pay service alongside the release of their flagship Galaxy S6 and Note 5 phones. And Google launched Android Pay towards the end of 2015 alongside their new Marshmallow mobile operating system. With the tech now being used by the major players in the mobile business, you can expect to see more and more retailers accepting mobile payments. It's a trend that's set to spread globally in 2016, but one that is also looking online as major internet retailers start accepting mobile payments. Using our smartphones to pay for goods while online or out is just another example of the Internet of Things at work.
Now, Internet of Things. This is really all about embedding computing power and connectivity into everyday objects, digitally connecting people with their possessions and maybe their possessions with one another too.
With more and more devices from our cars to photocopiers connected to the net, the Internet of Things is changing the way that we interact with appliances and the way they interact with each other. One way the Internet of Things took off last year was through home heating and energy use. Google-owned company Nest Labs are currently on the third generation of their Wi-Fi-enabled thermostats. At their most basic, they control the temperature of your home. But their net connection also allows them to know when you've left the house, be controlled from a smartphone while you're out, and send comprehensive energy readings direct to your other devices. But the Internet of Things will also allow us to interact with other technology in new and interesting ways this year.
Toys will continue to get smarter and more connected. The most mundane fairy princesses and action heroes will soon need arming with batteries, syncing with USB cables, and a companion app downloading onto a smartphone. Whether this makes any of them more fun to play with remains to be seen.
Take Mattel's Hello Barbie, a web-powered toy that uses its net connection to hold two-way conversations with children. By learning the child's likes and dislikes and finding out new information from the internet, Hello Barbie is able to become much more than just a toy. She becomes a friend. But tech won't only let us control our world more easily this year, it'll also let us see it from new perspectives. Personal drones will continue to fly off the shelves this year, with more and more companies getting in on the aerial antics. Action camera makers GoPro will be throwing their hat into the ring with the Karma drone. This consumer-focused flying machine is reportedly designed to be used in conjunction with the company's upcoming Hero 5 camera, making the best of the all-new features and capturing action in brand new ways. With Google, Amazon and Facebook all looking to take to the skies too, and consumer drones available for everyone else, surely there'll be a lot of clutter in the clouds. Fortunately, according to David, steps have already been taken to make the skies safer.
2016, however, promises to be safer. Aware that not everyone who takes control of a drone is a skilled or mindful pilot, legislation has been put in place in the US that requires all drone owners to register their drones. And on top of that, drone manufacturers have been introducing dynamic geofencing capabilities to prevent potentially dangerous or illegal flights.
From the looks of it, tech will truly invade every aspect of our lives in 2016. From our children's imaginations to our airways, it's going to be a bumper year for technology that makes our lives not only easier, but richer too.